Hello, this is us, Armita and Laetitia. In this video, we will give you a short presentation about the British Empire and Commonwealth. Let's begin with the British Empire. At its peak, it was the largest formal empire that the world had ever known. As such, its power of influence stretched all over the globe. Of course, the British Empire expanded and contracted widely over the years.
The beginning of the empire dates back to the 16th century, when British seafarers started to seek profit overseas. In the 17th century, Britain concentrated on North America and the Caribbean. In 1672, King Charles II allowed slave trade to supply slaves to the British colonies in the Caribbean. Until the abolition of the slave trade in 1807, Britain was responsible for the transportation of 3.5 million African slaves to America.
In the 18th century, Britain colonized Australia and New Zealand, firstly as a penal colony in 788. This period, until the loss of the 13 colonies after the American War of Independence towards the end of the 18th century, has been referred to as the First British Empire. The 18th century was the point when the British concentration turned to Asia and Africa. After some victories against the Indian princes and driving the French out in 1757, Great Britain took possession of India, then Ceylon, Burma, Malaysia and Hong Kong.
However, the British Empire lost some territory when 13 American colonies proclaimed independence of the United States of America in 1776. In the late 19th century, Britain colonized Africa and was ruling over almost 30% of Africa's total population. They were able to establish successful colonial power in South Africa, Egypt, Nigeria, and African colonies.
In the late 19th century, Queen Victoria could claim the sun never sets on her empire. By 1921, the British Empire held power over a population of about 458 million people, around 1/4 of the world's population. It covered about 36.6 million square kilometers, about 1/4 of an Earth's total land area.
The end of the Second World War meant also the end of the empire. Great Britain was economically ruined and had to concentrate on domestic problems after the war. First India and Pakistan, then other Asian and African territories got independent from Britain. This process marked the empire's transformation into today's Commonwealth. But what is the Commonwealth? Well, it's a loose confederation of independent nations, mostly former members of the British Empire. There are 54 countries in the Commonwealth with a total population of 1.5 billion people, when Elizabeth II is a head of the Commonwealth and head of state in 16 countries.
The Commonwealth is pledged to promote peace and democracy, the liberty and equal rights for all, opposing racial discrimination, and eradicating poverty, ignorance and disease. Because of the colonial background and shared history with Great Britain, most of the Commonwealth members used English as a first language. Like we said before, Queen Elizabeth II is head of the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth Secretariat is in London and coordinates the international cooperation of the member states. Great Britain has no political power over the members, as used to have in the British Empire. but still it plays the central administration role in the Commonwealth.
The UK's past as a colonial power also reflects in the ethnic composition of Britain. 88% of the population are white, but 4.6 million, so 12%, belong to other ethnic groups like Chinese, Asian, or Black British. Indians and Pakistanis are the largest of these groups, followed by Black Caribbean and Black Africans. We hope you had fun watching this video. Thank you for watching.
Bye bye!